everyone, and welcome back to Royalty Soaps. So the original plan was to make 5 holiday soaps, but it looks like I'm actually going to end up making 6 because one of the batches turned out a little differently than I had originally intended. I have only ended up filming 4 of the 6 batches, this one being the 4th one, so this is technically the last holiday soap. And for this one I have created little Christmas tree cold processed soap embeds on top of some white piping so it sort of looks like snowy peaks. And then on the inside I'm going to put little rolled soap balls that have been coated in mica, and then the fragrance is going to be sort of an almondy, nutty vanilla scent, so it's going to turn a very light brown. And the entire appearance should end up looking a little bit something like a mountain, maybe? I kind of had 2 inspirations going on in my head. I had like the Hobbit type mountain where like the dwarves are inside and they find all the gems and the gold and stuff, so that's why the certain embeds have been like dipped in gold and look sort of like jewels. And then I had the other inspiration, which was sort of like a snowy mountain time during Christmas time, you know, sleigh rides and carols and singing and snowfall and the smell of evergreens and pine, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of had like 2 visual images that I just smashed together, and I am calling this soap Mountain Carols. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Something really great about this soap that I really like is that there's only one color inside because it's supposed to be sort of that brown color that might be inside of a mountain or something. I guess gray would also sort of be inside of a mountain, but because the fragrance oil I'm putting in discolors, that's what we're gonna go with. So I'm just gonna mix this up real quick. So that's the lye water solution plus titanium dioxide. Now I'm gonna mix up the oils, and I'm gonna pour this in down the stick blender, just like so. And now we're going to mix it up. Alright, we're at a very light trace now, so I'm going to put in the fragrance oil. So the fragrance oil I've added in here is actually a custom blend that I did myself of about 3 different fragrances, and it smells so scrumptious. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to just kind of mix this up with my stick blender like this, not turning it on. And then I'll turn on the stick blender just to make sure it's good and incorporated. Okay, good and incorporated. Now let's begin pouring. I'm gonna pour it in about half. About this much. Then we're gonna put some little soap balls in there. And here's my little soap balls. I have 2 little containers, one for each of the, woo, there goes one across the counter. I have 1 container for each of the loaves, so I'm gonna stick some of the bigger ones in first. Bloop, bloop, bloop. The bigger ones are green and gold. And I'm trying to put them right on the cut mark so that, oops, I think I already put one there, didn't I? Huh. Move over. I just moved that one over with a pipette. I'm also going to take these clips off because we don't need them no more. Okay, and then now I'm going to put some little ones. Smaller, I should say. These aren't exactly little. Then we'll put some more of the soap batter on top. This is like seriously one of my favorite things to do in soap. I just really don't like making the little soap ball embeds, so that's why I don't do these very often. Because making these little soap ball embeds out of cold processed soaps really takes a long time, and you gotta sit there. I mean, another option I guess you could do would be to like sit down when you're watching TV or something. That'd be a really good idea, actually. Okay, so there's kind of the first layer done. And I'm going to scoop some of the soap batter into a separate container so that it's easier to pour. I don't want it plopping everything all over the place. Okay, I tapped those down a bit. Now for the second layer. I have tinier ones for the second layer, actually. Some of these are like really, really small. I'm sort of sad that this is the last soap that I'm making for Christmas. I'm like, 6 soaps? I feel like I need to do like double that next time. Alright, second layer done. So it's time to pour the topping on. Okie dokie, so this is what they look like in the mold once everything's done. Now I still have bowls to scrape. Y'all know how I am about that. I just have to scrape those bowls within an inch of their lives. So I'm going to stop filming now and I will come back when it's time to pipe and after I have scrapey till my heart's content. Piping time! Piping time! I just looked at how these loaves look like in the camera and oh my goodness, they look so buttery and scrumptious and absolutely delicious. And they smell awesome too. So for the piping, I am using the large round tip from the Royalty Soaps piping set. And we're going to do 3 across here. Just like this. For the little embeds I'm putting on top, I do have an exclusive video available to the Royalty Soaps piping set customers on how to make those and also how to make cold process soap marshmallows. So if you're thinking about making like a hot chocolate soap or something, or even if you're gonna like decorate hot chocolate bath bomb cupcakes or something, those are really handy things to have around. And I'm really excited because I think maybe tomorrow or the next day I get to make bath bomb cupcakes again, which I actually haven't done in a really long time. Like just sat down and made a ton of those, so I'm really happy. Now I'm going to fill in the middle here. You see where all of these little open places are. So it'll be like 2 across really to get them all filled in. Happy holidays! Happy holidays! I'm already singing Christmas songs. It's not even past Thanksgiving yet. Such a sucker. I'm such a sucker for all the Christmassy stuff. And I think I finally picked out my tree. And like, I haven't decided how I'm gonna decorate it though, because there's like so many different ways you could do it. I thought, like, as a little kid, I always thought it was so cool when trees just had like the little shiny balls on them. But as in our family, it's a tradition for every kid in the family to get to pick out their own special ornament every year. So we eventually, now we can't do that much anymore because there's literally like 8 kids in my family. Think about how many ornaments that would be every single year. We honestly would have to get like 3 trees, so we can't do that anymore, but the little ones still get to pick them out every year. But yeah, so we would go and we would pick them all out, so the tree would be like a hodgepodge of all different themes, and we kind of got ones that like kind of expressed who we were each year. I have lots of ballerinas and lots of fairies and things like that, and my brothers have, you know, electronic-y ones or you know, something that is honestly a little strange. One of my brothers has like this big golden heart, and we were like, why? Why do you want the big golden heart? And he was like, because it's shiny and looks expensive. So yeah, I haven't exactly decided the theme for that, but I do know that multicolored lights will be on it. Wow, that's really loud. Thanks for just banging outside. They're building a deck out there now, so that's why you're hearing that. Boop, boop, boop. So last little poop right here in the middle. That's a terrible name. I've got to come up with something else, but it's already like stuck in my head. I don't want to say there's a poop on this anymore. That's awful. My mother, I'm blaming this on her. That is her fault. How about a dollop? It's the last little dollop. That would be great if I can get that into my head as being the thing that I need to say now. Righto, so the next thing to do is to make the top look a little snowy. So I'm going to take some Super Sparkles mica from Nurture Soap Supplies, and I'm going to dust the top here. I'm not putting it through my strainer, I'm just sprinkling it on with a teaspoon measure, mainly because I think it gives a little more of an actual snowy effect to have the mica sort of in bigger clumps on the top. And then I'm going to take the Snowflake Sparkle from Brambleberry and do the same. I think the micron size is a little bit smaller for Brambleberry, so the coverage should be a little more scattered and less clumped. And I sort of wanted both, so here goes the Brambleberry one on top. Shiny, shiny, oh my goodness. And then of course I'm going to put glitter on top, so it's going to be like super shiny once I get done with it here. Now for the Christmas trees. This is what the little Christmas trees look like. Aren't they cute? Oh, I love these so much. So I'm going to put them on the side like this. I'm going to put it on the ends first. And now I'm going to alternate which side they're on all the way down. And I'm going to try to keep them in the lines like they're supposed to be, so that when I cut them, it doesn't cut my Christmas trees in half. What a tragedy that would be. Some of them are a little bigger than an inch though, so that might be unavoidable. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Everything's so shiny. Alright, and so this is what Mountain Carols looks like once it's finished. And this is what Mountain Carols looks like up close. Look at the cute little Christmas tree. Look, I totally messed it all up down there. Oh well, this one looks a lot nicer. I love the little Christmas trees. Oh my goodness. So I will be back tomorrow to cut these all up. And it is 24 hours later, and the soap is nice and hard and looks really sweet. It's still sort of that buttery yellow color, which is a little bit odd, but I'm sure it will darken up as time goes on. So let's take one out of the middle. There's the little racks on the inside. I guess I'll just leave the little Christmas trees on the inside there. They look kind of cool to have some little Christmas tree flakes. Ooh, the purple and the blue have really come out on those two there. You see the little purple and blue? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and maybe even leave me a comment below. Ooh, look at this one before I leave. Look at this. It has like green and then some red and then some more red and then another layer of green. That looks so cool. So I will see you guys next time, and until then, you have yourself a royal day. Go out and do something you really enjoy. You know what? I think everyone sort of forgets that. I mean, you get all busy during the holiday season. There's so much to do that sometimes we just forget to take a little moment for ourselves and just breathe a minute. So go read a magazine, you know, maybe go binge watch some YouTube channel that you really like but you haven't seen in a while. And I hope to see you guys soon. So until then, bye for now.